Heads up, this podcast more than likely contains strong language, tongue-in-cheek humor, and suggestive remarks. Hello, and welcome to the Hyper Podcast, where two likable people who like talking talk to the people they like about the things that the people they like, to see if we could like it too. I'm here with our special guest for the day, Lux. Say hi, Lux.
Hi, Lux.
Good job. Lux and I go way, way back to when I decided to put my big bitch boots on and go back into the cosplay scene, which, oh my god, was pre-COVID now, wasn't it? Fucking hell.
A long time ago in the grand scheme
In
of
the grand
things.
scheme of things, that's a really long time, but also, like, when I think about COVID, like, my brain tells me, oh, that was recent, you know? Is that
See,
weird?
it's not weird because in my problem is I started university in COVID. So for
Yeah.
me, that's like university is like if I hadn't have gone during that time period, I would
Yeah.
probably think COVID was yesterday. But
I
it's just because I've got that
You
trauma
do.
like
You
keeping me
you had a
in
lot
check.
going on at uni. I remember,
I,
like,
I had so much.
I remember because we used to talk pretty much, like, because we used to have that group chat and we used to talk almost every day, and you'd come back from uni and you'd be like, oh my god.
Yeah,
This
because
place.
Because uni is when I found out that I had Ehlers-Danlos syndrome and ADHD,
And it
and
was just
everyone around me
everything.
just started dropping like flies.
Oh
I was
my
like, no,
god.
really? Now?
That was when you had the curse, wasn't it? That was when the curse started.
Yeah, I had someone in my life like drop like, and it would always be like 3 weeks before a big con as well.
They were like, I'm gonna ruin your experience.
On the bright side, like knock on wood, the curse is
No,
over.
you've passed it on to me now.
Oh my
I honestly, I had my granddad die, my cat's in heart failure, and then I've had another family member that's not got very good prognosis at the moment, bless her. So it's like everything. But my nan had a surgery and she's come through all right, so that's good at least. But it was. She did something to her leg. I think she had sepsis in her leg or something, and the blood flow there wasn't very good. So they had to like thread in all the way down into her leg to like put stints in or something. Stunts? I don't know what they're called.
Yes, I think it's stents.
I think
Stents.
so. Stents. That's it. Stents. And I was like, I would rather die. Because I think my mum had it done for because obviously she went through the menopause and she was getting like these really bad abdominal pains, and it was because the blood flow to your uterus isn't as necessary when you go through menopause, but like the veins had gotten congested, so they had to go in and put like stents in there to like slow the blood flow and like really minimize it. But she was awake the whole time, and they like threaded it through her neck or something, and I was like,
Oh no!
exactly.
Put me under. Put me
I was
under.
like, I would rather they ripped my uterus out than go through all of that. But oh,
You'd rather I stand there and hold your hand and wrap the mid
yeah.
chest in front of you like the last time you were in hospital together.
Honestly, like when I think about all of my hospital experiences, that is by far my favorite one, of just being in a foreign country, terrified. You were the only person I trusted because I knew the others. I liked the others, but like I wasn't at the point where I trusted them yet.
You really liked one of the
I
others.
really liked one of the others. And I just remember like because we were in was it a different state we were in as well? It was, wasn't it?
So we found out what was going on while we were in Queensland, and it wasn't
Yeah.
until you were like, I can wait until we get back to South Australia.
I didn't want us to miss our flight or anything. I was like, and you were like, I'm gonna call my mum and see if you can fly. I just remember you offering to be like, I will go looking for this thing that you have lost if you need me to. And I was
I will
like,
go inside you and I can retrieve.
I will find the coil strings. I was like, no, I think I'll wait until I get back. I think our friendship isn't at that point yet. And probably never will be because I only let certain things in this vicinity. I don't even let doctors in there anymore. Every time I have to chase up my gynae because of my endo and everything, I'm always terrified they're gonna like want to exam. I need to do another smear as well because I just realized I had my first smear at like 21. You're supposed to have them every like 7 years, aren't you?
Okay, so it was every 2 years, and then when I went for mine recently, they told me that it's now every 5 years.
Okay, well, I'm still way
So
overdue. Although, actually, now that I think about it, I think they did it while I was under in 2020, 2021. When did we go to Oz for the first time? It was 21, wasn't it?
um no, it was 23. I think it was 23 because I think
23.
it was what I graduated.
Okay, I'm still within my range then. I've got 2 more years before they start chasing me up because I think they did one while I was under for my surgery because I told them like good luck. Good luck otherwise. Oh my
Have fun
gosh.
down there, lads.
Honestly, it's gotten a lot better since I started the Ryko, which has been it's just been great. Medication is such a boon in life. I know, why are you crying? My ducklings are crying. It's been such a boon in life. Like honestly, I've met a lot of people in my life that are very medicine resistant, and it's like why? It's so great. I love it. I love medication. It's so whack to say, but it's so true. Like
I I'm starting ADHD medication soon.
okay. How do you feel about
And
that?
okay, so I'm I'm sort of like I'm really excited for it because I'm like, oh my gosh, like I can finally stop having like 6 coffees a day to just
Oh my
get through my
gosh.
day. Um, but I think a part of me is also scared of like, what if nothing happens? Like
Yeah.
it's been such a journey, like realizing that all of my problems could be traced back to this one thing,
Yeah.
and then trying to adapt my life around it and deal with it and then go through the agony of trying to get it officially diagnosed. And then it's like,
Mm.
even just like since diagnosis, it's been like 9 months now to get to the point where they're like, okay, we're ready to approve you for medication. So it's like,
Yeah. It's a long
I'm
journey.
really, it's, and it's like, it is that like fear of what if it's not, like, what if I'm putting all my eggs in one basket? What if I'm getting through it
Yeah.
myself and thinking it's going to be this miracle cure that's going to fix everything?
And then it's
And
not,
it's
and you get
just not.
disappointed. I mean,
Yeah.
from my experience, there's also a lot of emotions that come through your journey with medication. And a lot of it is, even if this does work and it does change things, that's also really scary because you've just sort of adapted to the situation you're in. And even if it changes positively, that still like untangles a bunch of things that you've then got to sort out and all these other things. So I feel like that's also really daunting, even if you think if this does changes things positively, there's still a lot of things I'm going to have to sort out. And if it doesn't change things, I'm going to have to look for other avenues, you know?
Yeah. Like, there's also this thing of if it does work, if it does have a massive positive impact on my life, that means if I'd have just been diagnosed as a child,
Yeah.
how much easier my life would have been, how much easier university would have been, and dealing with
Yeah.
like the several crises I've been through since then. And I'm like, and I think I would, if that is the case, I think I'll have a lot of emotions around that as
Yeah.
well.
I think that that's something that a lot of medical professionals don't think about in a lot of cases. A lot of the times they're like, we don't want to give children medication because we don't, because a lot of the times they're very addictive, and a lot of the times they do cause long-term damage to the body that you don't usually see until you're much older, but they're like calculating that. Whereas if you have been chronically ill or like with any kind of illness, you think to yourself, but I would much rather have had a good quality of life while I was younger than be dealing with this later on in like I would rather die in my 50s and have my teenage years back, you know?
Yeah, no, that is the thing is because the major pushback has obviously been my heart, and I'm
Mm.
sat there like I would much rather my heart just go at 60
Yeah,
and I have
yeah.
a better
And
quality
you've
of
lived a
life.
good life. It is difficult, but I think they just don't consider like the mental impact that a lot of things have because they like we don't just don't want to throw medication on to fix the problems, yada yada yada. But if it's something that's bothering you, it's painful. They go, oh, just take a paracetamol. Just go to go to Morrison's and
Mm.
get paracetamol. It's like, but no,
You
I
know, just
think
a great paracetamol.
Morrison's.
Morrison's.
But no, I mean, it's definitely, and I think also doctors are getting a little bit better at looking at children for, you know, mental issues, personality issues, and like things like ADHD, neurodivergence, that kind of stuff. But what we're seeing, I find a lot, is we're seeing quite a lot of adults who aren't very well adjusted and are very depressed and are struggling to do the things in life that they want to do because they've not been given the tools that they need while growing up to really flourish in their environment, which is a real shame. I think we have a mutual friend who I think has quite a lot of potential, and I think he struggles to sort of apply himself to a lot of things. And he did get a
Yeah.
diagnosis for what he has, and that's definitely helped. And his mum was always great with him, his family were always great with him. And he's doing a lot better than a lot of other people with a similar condition would be if they didn't have those things, you know? And you just think, but if everywhere could just be like really accepting and really great, even later in life when you're an adult, with keeping an eye out for these things and just being understanding, it would be such a different dynamic, I guess.
Yeah, like there's this really common misconception at the moment where people are like, oh, everyone's suddenly getting diagnosed with like ADHD or autism or OCD or all these other
Mm,
neurodiversities. And
mm.
it's not that people are suddenly getting them. It's that for the first time, more people have access to being diagnosed.
Yeah.
And also, it's a much more researched thing than it was like 40, 50, 60 years ago. Like, yeah, I'm sure my uncle just really loved making like entire train sets out of matchsticks. I'm so
Yeah,
sure
I'm
that
sure
he
it
was
was just his
completely
little thing.
neurotypical.
That's the thing as well.
Like,
It's so genetic. So
yeah, well,
eventually we're all gonna have something like that. But also it's heavily environmental. And if you think about it, during like World War One and World War Two, a lot of people got like things like lead poisoning and stuff. It was just
yeah.
in the water and stuff, like and asbestos and all these other kind of things that would have made maybe not them, but definitely their children way more likely to have some sort of developmental intelligence or neurotypical neurodivergent thing going on with them. And that's
Well,
still the
that's
same
the
now.
next.
We've got microplastics and everything.
Yeah. Well, the thing as well, there is physical signs that can be physical links to neurodiversities. So, like, the condition Ehlers-Danlos syndrome has one of the side effects is having a swelled amygdala, which
Mm,
is common in people who have autism and ADHD,
mm.
hence how those are all comorbid with each other.
Yeah,
And
I looked into it actually, and it's something like hundreds of genes. And someone with autism will have all of them, and then someone with autism will only have a handful of them because they don't exactly know, but they all sort of possibly link, and so many of them link over with ADHD as well and stuff like
mm,
that. But also Ehlers-Danlos syndrome and other conditions all link up with it. Oh, yeah.
yeah, everything's interconnected, but also like from an evolutionary standpoint, there are 8 billion people on this planet. It does not make sense from an evolution standpoint that all of our brains would work exactly the same.
No, I think
Like
a lot of
that
people
the
go,
world
"Oh,
is
this is the average, this is the default," and it's like that is the mold that nature tries to do. I don't think there's a single human on the planet that has every application of that mold. There's no way. There's no way you'll find a human on the planet with perfect genes in every single facet of their being. It's just not going to
I think
happen.
every it's like when you meet someone and they're like they have like no mental illness, no trauma, and like no like sort of
And you're
neurodiversities.
like,
And
what the
I'm kind of
fuck?
like, oh my God, you're who are you?
did you did
Like
you get
what's
dug
going
up
on?
from like a fucking alien spaceship? Where have you come from? I gotta be honest, I've not met anyone who's not had something go on with them. Like, even they might live their whole life and be fine, and then when they get older, Alzheimer's, dementia, that kind of stuff. And that is because your genes are not perfect. Some of us
We're
do
also
pull
not
L's.
built to live forever. Like
No.
modern medicine is like, you may live to 120. It's like my body is not built to live to
My body is not built to live
120.
to just in my 20s, let alone further than this, man. I'm doing my best. Health stuff is so, the human body is so interesting, and health stuff is so varied, and my ducks are hungry. It's so varied and cool, but like it's such a pain in the ass as well at the same time. Because like sometimes I do think to myself, like, I wonder how much longer my lifespan would have been if my endometriosis had been caught when I was 11 and first went to them and said I'm in loads of pain. Because I could have
Mm.
gotten the treatment I needed, and I could not have any scarring, any adhesions, any compromises to my intestines like I do have. Yes, I feed you after this. Oh my god, it's like having a gaggle of creatures. But it's such a mixed bag, because there is like a lot of I wish we'd caught this sooner. I wish there'd been different treatments. I wish. But like, there's no going back. There's no changing anything. You have to just make the best with what you've got, and it's really frustrating once you sort of go past that sort of like hatred and anger and into sort of like,
Yeah.
what do I need to do to fix this? I remember as a teenager, I would get so angry that I had to do all the effort and I had to fix everything because I didn't break it. But then, like,
Yeah.
you realize it's just life. There's nothing you can do about it. You just have to make the most of it.
I don't know if you can hear Muttley just start crying.
All
The
of our
background.
animals are kicking off. They're all like, stop talking about this sad medical shit. Move on to what we came here for. Oh my god. I mean, if you've not got anything else to throw into the ringer, we could move on to the guessing game if
Yeah.
you wanted to. Okay, so
Fantastic.
I'm gonna try and guess what your hyperfixation is today, which is gonna be very hard because Lux is someone who has a lot. A lot. You're a fandom rat just like I am. There's a lot of there's a lot of
Fandom
things.
rat.
There's a lot of things like a pigeon in a nest with like bottle caps and straws, like
Oh, that is me. That is my persona. Like,
pigeon persona. So it might take me a while to get it, or I might like get it on the nose. We'll see. And
yeah.
Lux will take pity on me if I can't get it. Pretty please. But you can give clues if I start to struggle and you're feeling extra nice. But I'm gonna start off by asking: is this something you have cosplayed from?
Yeah.
Okay.
Immediately. Immediately. Like
You have cosplayed
yeah.
from so many things.
To be fair, that doesn't narrow it down
It
as
does
much as I would
not.
think.
It does not
I
because
hope
you do so
just
many
churning
amazing
out cosplay.
cosplays. Yeah, but they're good quality though, because that was what you went to uni for, was like
Yes.
your fashion design stuff. So you're very very good at it. Very very well done. Is it something you have worn to a con?
Yes.
Okay. Is it something you've worn to a con while I've been with you?
No. I don't think
Ooh,
so. No.
ooh, okay.
So we've immediately ruled out Voltron.
Yep, Voltron gone. Catra gone. You've done loads, and I think those are the two I remember the most because those were the most insane cons we had.
Oh god.
Is it an animated TV show?
Technically, yes.
Technically, yes.
It has been a TV show. It has been other things.
It has been a TV show. It has been other things. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. The two I had, I'm not so confident about now. So I was gonna say Miraculous Ladybug if you said yes.
No.
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 Or I was gonna say, is it the Foxtrot Court?
Oh, the Foxhole Cult. That's a book. And
That's what I thought. I was like, no shit, that's a
yeah,
book. Okay.
I did consider it, but I decided it's quite a violent topic.
Oh, are they beating each other with hockey sticks? I know nothing about this.
Yeah, they are actually.
Oh my
You do-
god. Oh my god.
That's the
Uh,
tame stuff.
that's a Thames. Ooh. Um, is it's been a TV show and it's been other things. Has it? Is it? Is its original language English?
Yes.
Okay. Been a TV show. Been other things. Is it geared towards children?
Yes.
Okay. I have two new options. Is is it Disney?
Yes.
Is it the Owl House?
Oh, you know.
No! What is it? Oh my god, okay, it's
You
Disney.
know, it's so funny. I literally posted it on my story today.
I'm gonna. Oh, I might. No, I can't do it. Okay, it's Disney. It's been a TV show. It's been other things. You've cosplayed from it before, but not with me. Oh, I'm so. Is it Rapunzel? Tangled?
No.
Because I know that
Ooh.
they did a TV show for
Okay,
that, didn't they?
they did. So I can give you a hint
Yes,
if
please.
you would like one.
Please, please.
Okay, it is a primary focus of a sequel Disney movie.
Sequel? Oh my god. Is it an old Disney movie or a newer one?
Yeah, it's an old
Old.
one.
Oh, is it like the Lion King's Lion Guard?
No.
Cause that
But
that
the voice actor for Kovu
the,
is the voice actor for one of these characters. Yes, sir.
okay, old Disney film. It's a TV series based on an old Disney film. Is it animals or people?
Animalistic people?
Animalistic people? It's not Zootopia because Zootopia is new. Or is Zootopia new?
Zootopia is new. In my books, it's
That's
new.
what I was thinking. I was like, oh god,
I'm talking
okay.
like late 90s, early 2000s.
Late 90s, early 2000s. Okay, so after Aristocrats? Aristocats?
Um, I don't know when Aristocats came out. I think yes, it is after I'm sure it is.
Okay. I'm trying to think what Disney has made into TV shows. I feel like I'm so close and I'm gonna kick myself for not getting this. So it's Disney, it's animalistic. I'm trying to think of what animalistic Disney movies I used to watch as a kid. There was like Bug's Life is Pixar. Um although Pixar is Disney, but God, there were so many animals and now they've all just flown. Is it 2D or 3D?
2D.
I don't think it's Brother Bear because I don't think Brother Bear's made a thing. God, what other fucking animals does Disney have? Is it like the classics like Donald Duck, Mickey Mouse?
Yes.
Is it fucking Huey, Dewey, and Louie or whatever it is? Who is it? Oh, is it like a Goofy movie?
Yes.
Oh my god!
It's not actually technically, it's Goofy movie adjacent, but I think I'm gonna put you out of your misery.
It's like his son, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh my god! I completely forgot you've cosplayed from that. Oh my god! Oh, we got there. We got there in the end.
We got
Oh.
there eventually. Oh my gosh.
I
I'm,
was
like, really crying.
I was locking into like movie specific characters that like weren't that spread out. Oh, have they done like a TV series for it then?
Yes, so originally, Max Goof, his like first proper appearance as Max Goof, because previously he was just Goofy Jr. in a bunch of like Goofy shorts, and then they
Yeah.
completely redesigned him, and they did a TV show in the I want to say 90s, called The Goof Troop, and the Goof Troop
Oh.
was basically it was the story of Max and Goofy moving to Spoonerville, obviously
Oh.
moving next door to Pete and PJ. And
Hmm.
Pete had a smoking hot wife called Peg, and they had a daughter, Pistol. So then when the Goofy movie and the sequel came out, and it's like, where is Pete's wife and daughter? Did she take the kids and leave?
Yeah, did she
Like,
just like divorce him? Was she like, I'm too hot for you, dude?
but like it was a bunch of basically it was kind of like the reinvention of Goofy because they obviously started as this really silly character and then they tried to make him more serious and they
Yeah.
changed his name from like Goofy to like Mr. Geef and like his name was
No.
George, and they like took away his ears and they made him look more human. And then they were
Ew.
basically like they basically were like, no one likes this character, and they kind of scrapped him for a while, especially after like Walt Disney died. And then
Yeah.
when they were bringing him back to this series, they were like, oh yeah, he's a goofy guy in a goofy world, and they're like, well no, he needs to be a goofy guy in a normal world, otherwise he's not goofy.
Yeah, he'd just be
So
normal.
yeah, so you get to see a lot of like younger Max and his friendship with obviously PJ, and they're like 11 years old, so this is like middle school age. And then the
Aw.
first movie obviously takes place when they're in high school, and then
Mm.
the sequel's obviously them at college. And
Yeah.
you kind of get to see, and then there's like peppered in between that, there's two Christmas specials
Oh
that
my god,
feature
they
them.
really went all out then.
And yeah, and then there's also he's in a couple of episodes of House of Mouse,
Oh,
so
okay.
which is not on Disney Plus anymore because of
Man.
licensing issues. But he was the
Do
Max
they
Goof
not
was the
just own?
chauffeur.
Wait. Licensing issues. It's all Disney. They all own it. What
It's
do you mean?
no, it's because they have to pay the voice actors that they use.
Oh,
That's what it is. It's
how
having to pay the voice
how dare
actors.
the multi-million billion-dollar company have to pay the people they hired to do stuff? Those bastards.
Criminal.
Criminal. But is
And
was this all chalked out in the like when they were doing the like the straight to DVD era and they were like
yeah,
let's give these bitches some content.
basically like it's one of those things of he's kind of and it's they're kind of mentioned like Huey, Dewey, and Louie are mentioned at one point in the second movie, and Donald Duck is mentioned in the first Goofy movie. So there's like
Yeah.
hints that they have like met each other and have some sort of like relationship. But in the Goofy
Yeah.
movie, like everyone is a dog person except Pete and PJ, who are cat people. Like they're the only cats in like the entire show. And what was so ironic about the Goof Troop series is that Goofy and Max had a pet cat, and
Oh my
their
god.
neighbors had the pet dog.
Oh my. That's what it is like with Goofy and Pluto though. It's like does Pluto just is Pluto like disabled and they just keep him around? Like what do you mean? Like are they abusing?
I think it's like the equivalent of like us and monkeys.
Oh,
Like it's just
so
a
Pluto's
different
like their
stage of
pet monkey.
evolution.
He's gonna rip Mickey's face off one of these days.
Yeah, no, he's gonna no. It's it was very like I was writing like when I was writing like fan fiction stuff. There is this like weird thing as a fan fiction writer where you have to decide right in this version how dog like do I make
what
them?
are we including in this anatomy here?
What do we get? A lot of people love giving them tails. Like they don't have tails in the actual series, but there's so much like cute fan art of
With
like,
tails.
especially like because my hyperfixation, while yes, it is Max Goof, it stemmed from my
The
hyperfixation with like the Max Lee shit.
Yeah, I remember that exploded and I was like, what is this? I was like, I didn't know Goofy had a kid. I didn't know he fucks, but I guess he
See,
does.
I had remembered I'd watched the first Goofy movie as a kid, and I remember being violently uncomfortable with it. And the
Mm,
reason for that is because the whole premise is basically built on Max lies to Roxanne. And I was one of those little kids who was like, if a character lies,
they're
I feel
bad.
so uncomfortable. Like everyone's
Yeah.
like, did you watch Camp Rock? And I'm like, no, she lied, and I turned.
Yeah. I think it's that fear that you know they're gonna get caught and it's gonna be so
Yeah,
embarrassing and you're gonna get secondhand embarrassment because you're supposed to root for them as the main character. I can't stand it.
exactly. So
Ugh.
then when the ship like suddenly took off, like suddenly overnight, there was like edits and fan fictions, and it was just everywhere
It was
suddenly. I
insane.
was like, I'm gonna watch this like second Goofy movie, and I
And
was
see
like,
if he's better
oh my
now.
gosh. Yeah, I was like, he is matured as a person. Goofy is the same, but like Max is matured as a person, and
Goofy
he's
is
trying his
goofy.
best. Goofy is good, and this is the thing, they have a very specific dynamic,
Yeah, because
which
wasn't
I feel
wasn't that
like,
movie like Max is like, Dad, I'm grown up now, leave me alone.
yeah, because this is the thing, is Goofy is a goof, but he
Mm,
loves his son so much, but he just keeps like
embarrassing him.
screwing things up and embarrassing him. And
Oh,
it's like Max kind of accepting like his own goofiness to then accept his like
yeah.
his father's side of it. And
Oh,
in college, he's a lot more like, guys know my dad has to be here. He has to get his degree so that he can get a better job. And like he's still kind of irritated by him, but he has this like, I love my dad, I want what's best for my dad
yeah. He's like,
thing.
oh, this is
So
bad for
it's,
my social rep, but I love my dad, man.
yeah, it's my dad,
It's
man.
a
Like
good
it's, and
message.
yeah, and I think it's hard because it kind of feels like a lot of the time Max is kind of almost the parentified child in a lot of
Mm.
ways. And like
Because
in one of the
Goofy's
Christmas,
not really all there responsibly.
no, and like especially you see this in one of the, I think it's Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas. The whole premise is Max is trying to get his dad to like finish writing this letter to Santa so they can post it, but because
Mm.
Goofy's being goofy, they miss the mail truck.
Oh
And
dear.
like Max is like trying to fix all these problems that have kind of been caused by his dad.
Yeah, which
And
is
then
frustrating.
halfway through, Pete turns around, like the neighbor, and is like, well, Santa's not even real. And so Max is like, he's a kid in this. He's like
Yeah, his
fucking
his
8.
his his mind is blown.
And it's like he kind of just, and once again, then it kind of flips on his head, and then it's his dad trying to bring him like back around. And it's just, it's very like, the
It's hard.
dynamic is something I don't feel like you see a lot in media.
No, because a lot
Like,
a lot of the time they want to make the parent either look really good or like really bad. It's a very thin line to walk because this is a reality for a lot of people that a lot of people have parents that have issues that mean that their IQ's not all there or they've got mental health issues and stuff, but they still want to be good parents. It's just they don't have the capacity necessarily to be great parents all the time, kind of thing.
yeah, like Goofy loves his son to pieces, and even when like his neighbor Pete like tries to sow discourse or tries to like mess with them, and even when Bradley in the second movie tries to mess with them, they do trust and love each other.
Hmm.
But it is a thing of, it's also Max tries to set boundaries with his dad,
And his dad
and I
just
think
doesn't
that's
respect.
something that, well, we didn't see that in like, because obviously this movie came out in like 2001,
Yeah.
when like we never saw a child setting a boundary with a parent in media.
Yeah, because
That's something
that
that
was like a no-no. It was always supposed to be like love your parents and happy
yeah.
families and la. It was always the step parents that were evil and bad. Or like
Mm,
that was the tension, and when the family got back together, everything was sunshine and rainbows. It's nice to have like a realistic interpretation. We see that a lot more now, but definitely not for like the early 2000s.
and as well, he was a single dad on screen,
Yeah, so he must
and
have done well
that,
then if he can send his son to college or whatever it is.
yeah. So I think it's one of those things. It's like I definitely appreciate it a lot more now
As an
watching it
adult.
than when I was a child,
Yeah.
because I can sort of look through that lens of like, dealing with like, I have a lot more introspective about my own relationships with my parents, and seeing how goofy I was as a kid is like actually very heartwarming.
Yeah.
And
Because a lot of
yeah, just
people of our generation have parents that feel like they're doing the right thing as parents. They're like providing and doing this stuff, but they're not like emotionally available. And it can sometimes feel like, I think I'm very lucky in that one of my parents is very emotionally available, and then the other one's just like completely not and very difficult to deal with. And it is that thing of being like, how do you set boundaries, how they're respected, what kind of language you use and stuff. It can be, and when you look back at kids' movies, you can sometimes see like, oh, I didn't notice that before. And it's like these little
mm,
bits they put in for people as adults to sort of like, I guess, reflect on that you wouldn't have reflected on like as a kid because you were kind of oblivious to it. It's a nice touch
yeah,
to make it feel more human, but I guess it can hit you hard. I find a lot of Disney movies or Disney content hit harder as an adult than they ever did as a kid.
Oh yeah, 100%. The amount of Disney movies I just sit there and bawl my eyes out to now,
I never gave a
and
shit when Mufasa died as a kid. Every time Mufasa died as a kid and Simba was like, no! I was like, oh, big fucking deal, dude. Move on. And now when he
I
dies as an adult, I'm like, ah!
no, there is this very specific. I know it's more recent Disney, but there's a song in, I think it's in Frozen 2. I don't know, where she says, "Come my darling, homeward bound."
Yeah, yeah, the
Every
Aurora
single
song.
time that
Oh no,
song
it's not the Aurora
plays,
one. Oh, sobbing.
tears,
Sob. It's the one,
tears,
yeah, that one where Elsa's in the
absolute.
cave.
Yeah, and it's like I don't even need to like it, and it's literally every single time I listen to that song,
Do you know
every
what the
single
act
time.
the bit that gets me, and I think this is probably the bit that it gets you as well, is when it's like you are the one you've been waiting for all of your life, when that bit happens. And it's like you just got to believe in yourself. You're enough for yourself. You've got it within you. And that's the bit that makes me go it kills me. Fucking kills me.
Yeah, I think for me, it's more the whole like her mother wanting to embrace my mommy issues come out
Oh my
strong.
god.
But
Yeah.
I think this whole thing as well is like the second Goofy movie when it did suddenly like explode in popularity again, and a lot of the fans were like bringing it into the fandom space and they were reinterpreting
Mm,
it to sort of contrast Goofy and Max's relationship because we obviously the main antagonist is Bradley, who it Max's ship with quite a lot, and we
enemies to
don't see
lovers.
his relation. Yeah, exactly, we love enemies to lovers, but we never see Bradley's relationship with his own parents. So a lot of people have mirrored when they've written about it, they've mirrored what Goofy and Max's relationship is, which is
Yeah.
they have completely emotionally distant parents who don't listen, who
Yeah.
have like have provided financially, but not emotionally.
Yeah.
Whereas with Max growing up, yeah, his dad didn't always have all the money,
And he
but
wasn't
he
as
was always
responsible.
and he wasn't responsible, but he was always invested emotionally in his son.
Yeah. Two sides of
And
the
like this is
same
the whole
coin.
thing in like, hmm?
Two sides of the same coin. Very good dynamic.
Exactly. And I think that's what sort of like has been so nice about seeing the Max Lee fandom because I mean it has its issues like every ship fandom does. Like we all
Yeah.
remember the Clans fandom.
Uh,
But
yeah.
it there's also been like so many creative takes and they've really taken this sort of like antagonistic character and everyone sort of as a fandom decided well this is his personality, this
Yeah.
is why, and everyone sort of like embraced his character and rounded him out and given him the redemption arc
That he
he didn't
needed.
quite get in the film.
I think that's the thing with films where when it comes to people who aren't the protagonist or like main side characters, you don't see how well-rounded they are. They kind of fit like this to quote Jack's archetype where they have their role
Mm,
and they have their forward-facing sort of personality and emotion and it's all very one-dimensional. It's very nice in fandom spaces. This is one thing I really love about fandom spaces, the creative side of it where they take a character and they give them this insecurity or these fears or this softer side that wasn't written in, but also if you looked at the character you would go that's not necessarily out of character because a you know so little about them, but also like what you do know about them, there's only a certain amount of ways they'd end up the way that they are or act the way that they are. So
mm,
people are very clever in fandom spaces at sort of filling the gaps very sort of like artistically, sort of like knitting almost like a little hole closed very, very well. Which is something I really appreciate because in a lot of modern media you don't get that subtlety as much anymore. I feel like in old
mm.
stuff like what you're saying, like it was never outright said that Goofy was, it was all in the dialogue, it was all in the dynamic between them and scenes. Nowadays, they really spell it out for you, and I feel like that takes away from connecting to it because it's hard to put yourself in the shoes of an instance if it's so black and white because when you're in that moment or when you're experiencing something similar, it's not. So I really
Mm.
like when there's like this more subtle energy, and I really like when the fandoms sort of are able to piece together something really natural, I guess, from that, which it
Yeah.
seems like The Maxley fandom, is that what you called it? Have done?
Yeah, Maxley fandom. Well, this is the thing. There was a line that it was so in character that I genuinely forgot for a minute that it's not in the actual film. And because
I love that.
I rewatched the film like pretty recently, and there was in a fan fiction somewhere when Goofy leaves like the rival skateboarding team. Um, in this fan fiction, Bradley had this line where he's like, "You would do that for your son?" And he's like, "Of course I'd do that for my son." And I was convinced it was in the film. I was so good. I
Oh my
could
god.
visualize the scene. But
Yeah.
and there's so when I say there's so okay, so before this like random takeoff on TikTok where there was a bunch of like the edits and there's been like a web comic and stuff.
Oh my
Before
god.
that, there was Before that, there was only a couple of fan fiction. I went on
Wow.
AO3 and I
You went
found the
back to
fan
before
fictions.
everything blew
I
up.
okay. The first Maxley fan fictions were in 2018,
Oh
and there was
wow.
10 of them.
Oh
And
wow.
then since then, there was 7 in
Hundreds.
2019, there was 2 in 2020, 1 in 2021, 1 in 2022, 2 in 2023, 2024,
Oh my
894 fanfics.
god. Fucking, I love that. That's so crazy. Those people who were like keeping that rare pair afloat must feel so vindicated. And whoever managed to like launch it, whoever managed to do a TikTok or an Instagram reel or whatever it was that made everyone go, "Oh, I like that," must be sitting there on a throne. Like,
The
yes.
thing, I can't, I try to figure out where it started because, like, with some
I bet
shits
it was
on
one of
like
those
the
fanfic
internet.
writers.
Well, this is the thing. It's because I can remember when the Roderick x Regina George thing sort of
Mm,
trend happened. The person who started that trend, I found their video. I found the original video.
yeah.
But with Maxley, it was so long ago, I couldn't find like
Can't hunt it
the
down.
source. But what I think it might be is there is an artist who has written a webcomic called As Goofy as Can Be. And as far as I can
Oh.
tell, I think they've been drawing fan art of Max and Bradley since before the TikTok boom. So
And
it's
you think it was
possible that it
inspired by
started from
them?
that person.
Yeah, possibly.
It was on Webtoon, it's not anymore, it's now on Tappers, and they're currently writing season 2, so I'm locked
Nice.
in.
Hopefully Disney doesn't come for them. Hopefully there's enough
Well,
intellectual
this is
differences.
this is just such a funny thing about being someone who has written fan fiction since like the year of our Lord 2014, and I started writing fan fiction on fanfiction.net.
Yeah,
Is
fanfiction.net,
every
shout out.
I got banned for 3 days off that
Wow,
website.
you naughty, naughty.
And everybody had to always put that disclaimer being like, I don't own
Yeah,
these characters,
yeah.
I don't own this. And you couldn't say smut, you had to say like lemon or lime or
Lemons!
plum.
Oh my god,
And
lemon.
it's so funny because now I've seen videos where people are like, why do people say they don't own these characters? It's like you don't understand.
I'm just
Back
thinking of
in
the
the day,
tags.
copyright was coming for
Yeah,
our
we had to
artists.
be so gentle. And then on
I
AO3, it's like, gargle these balls, hardcore BDS.
mhm.
And you're like, well, this would not have flown on fanfiction.net.
My like first ever Maxley fic, I think like one of my tags was no one is more disappointed in me than my roommate because you remember my lovely soft boy roommate.
Yes.
He had to witness me in the thralls of the Maxley
Of just like,
fandom, and he would walk into the lounge and be like, "Are you writing smut about the Goofy movie
are you writing
again?"
gay dogs again?
So he did have to witness me in the thralls
that
of the
that's
Maxley
that's
fandom.
part of the beauty of like fandom stuff is that a lot of people are like, oh, it shouldn't be cringe. I think it should be a little bit cringe. I think there
Oh,
are parts of it that are a little bit cringe,
100%.
and that's okay. Let people be
I
cringe.
I cringe at my own stuff
Yeah,
all of the
exactly.
time.
That's the point. I
I
don't want it
recently
normalized. I want to stay cringy.
I recently made a new friend when I was on holiday, and we figured out through talking about fanfiction that I think they read some of my
Oh my
fanfictions.
god. Did you like that knotting scene I put in there, baby girl?
It's I mean it's a great icebreaker, I will say.
Oh my
It's just
gosh. I think I've
But
messaged a mutual friend of ours and been like, "Is it voyeurism if it's this, or is it not?" And he was like, "No, it's not voyeurism." I was like, "Okay, thank you." He was like, "It's exhibitionism." I was like, "Okay, thank you."
okay, fantastic. Put that in the chat.
Yep,
Like
tag
I think,
that.
like one of the tags I do remember doing it was calling Max a top is a stretch because he likes being told what to do.
Is he really a top, or is he
It's
just
like
obedient?
I have read, and this is the thing, is like I think collectively between me and my friend, we've probably read every single Maxley fanfic because we'd say something like, you know, the one where it's like this, and they'd
Yeah.
be like, yes,
Oh my
immediately,
gosh.
I know exactly what fic you're talking about,
Clocked
and
on.
it's like, ah,
That's the
it's
power of
like an
fix.
unhealthy. But the fics are dying. There has only been something like 40 new fics this year for the
They
Maxley
will.
fandom,
They will. They'll grow and they'll
and
die. Like when I started
like.
writing my Flambert fic, it was like when Dispatch had just come out, and now I've not updated it in like months, and I'm like, I'm so sorry, but I just don't have the fix anymore to do it. I don't
No,
have the
well, this
high
is
anymore.
the thing I stray away from like ever writing anything long form because I know I
Because of
will
that.
lose my momentum.
Yeah. I mean,
And
I'm trying.
I
I intend to come back. I'm gonna let it marinate, you know.
mm,
But
I
it's
broke my
easier.
rule and I have done a fan fiction that's supposed to be 4 chapters and I've never written the last chapter and it's just sat there
No.
like I've written half of it. It's on my
Is it
laptop and
Maxley?
I've no, it's not. Okay, it is.
Oh,
Okay, I'm going to preface this by saying I hate J.K. Rowling. I absolutely hate
fuck that
J.K. Rowling
bitch.
with a passion.
Trans
Fuck that bitch.
rights. Fuck her.
Absolutely protect the trans kids. It is. So it started off as a Sun Killer fic, which is James Potter x Barty Crouch
Regulus?
Jr.
Oh, bye. Okay.
Yeah, because in my head they're two sides of the same coin. In my
Oh.
head, and then went into 2 more chapters where basically they then split off and pair with Barty Crouch with Rosia and James with Regulus. And then the final chapter was supposed to be them becoming a polycule. And
Oh my
it's
god.
I lost my momentum with it.
Fucking
And
hell.
because I sat there, I was like, I don't know how I'm going to achieve this. And I was like,
Yeah. That's
I
a lot.
started off
Writing
with
for people having sex. That's a lot of
it's not even
dicks.
it's not even writing that, it's writing how they get
To that
from
point.
not being a polycule to being a polycule. And I was trying to do
Yeah.
it through like writing a truth or dare scene because I love truth or dare fics. And I was
Oh
like,
yeah, they're fun.
does no one do truth or dare fics? And I started writing one and I realized exactly why no one
No
does
one
truth
does
or dare
this.
fics
Such a
because
pain.
it's so hard to come up with content for
Yeah.
multiple rounds of truth or
It
dare.
is. It's so much easier when you're in an actual group of people because they could just rapid fire shoot things off. But that is the fun thing about fan fiction is and other fandom spaces
And
is that
guys, we have to come over to my house and act out my fanfiction for
yeah,
writing
we have to
fanfiction.
all just start snogging, man. I don't make the rules. But like that's the fun thing is like it's you know, there's so many different avenues, writing and drawing and cosplaying, and there's so many like
Mm.
people who have such different creative levels. Like there's like the Project Hail Mary slash Iron Lung ship out at the moment, and I'm like,
I've not heard of
have you
this.
not heard of this? Okay,
No.
so Markiplier's Iron Lung character, I don't know his name, I forget his name. And Ryan Gosling's character Grace, being gay in space together.
Oh my god.
Apparently, Mark's
I
like, yeah, that's cool. I like that.
oh no, dude. Okay, this kind of ties back into like Maxley because
At
I've
least they're from the
recently
same
found out
fandom.
exactly, but like
They've actually
I've
met.
recently found yeah, they have actually met. I recently found out that the voice actors not only know about the ship, but approve of the ship
I love
and
that.
have done the distracted girlfriend meme with a Roxanne cosplayer. The voice actors took a photo,
Oh, I love it
and
when voice actors have fun.
because they're both like Disney legends. Because the
Oh
one
my
who does
gosh.
Max is also Kovu
Is
from The Lion
he?
King and like a
Man,
bunch of other things.
can I
And the
say
one who's
something?
Bradley
Can I say
is
something?
yes,
Kovu, smash.
smash, a hundred
Smash.
percent smash, smash. And
Smash.
then, well, this is another Smash character. Bradley Uppercross the Third's voice actor is Tramp from Lady and the Tramp.
Oh, smash!
Yes, Trash Dog can get it.
Oh my god. I love that. I love when people have fun in fandom spaces at cons and it comes back to cosplay and cons and voice acting. It's all just such great fun. But yeah, no, fuck Disney,
Well,
fuck J.K. Rowling.
well, this is as well. Like they had a Roxanne cosplayer, and because obviously in the first movie he's with this girl Roxanne. Like the whole plot is him trying to get this girl, and then the second movie she's never mentioned. And
Oh,
like we get nothing about her, and then there's a Twice Upon a Christmas special where Max is bringing his girlfriend back from college to meet his dad, and it's this random bitch called Mona,
who the
who
fuck is
I think,
Mona?
well, I think she has blue eyes, she has brown hair, she's a pale, like very humanoid dog, and I think
did Bradley
she is
transition?
trans Bradley Uppercross the Third.
Make that thick, Lux. Make that thick.
I fucking will. I have a whole PowerPoint about why Mona is just trans Bradley
Do
Uppercross
it.
the Third.
Post
Because
it.
because as well, the voice actor they had Roxanne's voice actor do her.
Ooh.
So it was like they could have just done adult
Yeah,
Roxanne.
I
They
guess.
just don't. And there must be a reason. There must be a reason. That reason is
I've
trans
connected
Bradley
the
Uppercross
dots.
the Third. I've connected them. I've connected them.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so before we get too carried away and get into all kinds of conspiracy theories about this, because this kind of fiction go on and on about.
Oh yeah.
Any way to round all of this up into a nice little package? I don't know if that's possible. There's a lot here. Maybe just the beauty of an old, unappreciated ship from an old Disney movie comes to fruition.
Suddenly being revitalized.
It revives and it makes loads of people happy and creative. And what more beautiful thing is there than creativity? Honestly, is that a good?
Like this is the thing is that encapsulates it beautifully because like there is this show that was like a direct to DVD. So many people didn't even know this movie existed,
Yeah.
and suddenly there's been so much passion for it. It's brought Max Goof back into the spotlight. He disappeared from the parks for
Yay!
years. He is now back in the parks as a meetable character. He was
Oh.
featured in Mickey's like Halloween party and is like it was the 30th anniversary as well,
Oh.
and they did a whole line of like, oh, I have the Loungefly Goof Troop backpack. They've done Disney fully, and it could be the coincidence of its anniversary, but I think the fandom space has helped show
Yeah,
this
they
like
do.
character
They
to
will keep
love.
an eye on social media and engagement and things. Like their teams are very smart because the internet is so powerful. Monopolizing on what your consumer base wants is always gonna
Yeah.
profit
And
you.
there's the thing this thing I hate where everyone's like, oh, people won't do things unless there's a monetary incentive. And this proves that's not true because there has been thousands of fanfics written, there's been thousands of
Yeah, and it's
edits,
just for
there's
love of the game.
arts, there's comics, and it's literally, as you say, it's for the love and the passion of the game.
Yep.
Like just people wanting to
The game of
humans
chasing
being
that
humans
fix.
and humans
Yeah, it's just a natural part of
creating
us.
smut.
Yep. humans
My
being
greedy little
humans being
paws.
sexy, nasty little creatures. Oh, I mean,
Humans being nasty little freaks.
nasty little freak. Aren't we all? We're all nasty little freaks. Even the asexuals, which I think we're both on the A spectrum, aren't we?
Yeah, I'm Demi.
Yeah, I think I was Demi, but then the fact that I'd only known my partner Dandy for 2 weeks before I was like, I want to climb them like a tree. I think I have to.
Yeah.
I think I'm not Demi. I think I'm grey sexual.
I take you to Australia. I
You
bring you
do.
into my best friend's home
You
out the goodness
do.
of my
The
heart, and you
sanctity.
bang their roommate.
I do. I break my demisexual streak of like 10 years. Oh, but good times. Okay, so we're not quite finished yet because we're a two-man show except for our lovely guests that we have on, and we actually had I think it would be one of the episodes before this, we had Jordan on, who does our little jingle, the little jingle that we've added to the start and the end of the episodes. He does that. So that's all the people we really have to give credit to. So instead, we're going to take credit for something that we've done this week that we're really proud of, even if it's just a small thing, because it's important to acknowledge that, hey, we're trying. We're trying, man. We're out here trying.
Trying our damn best in this economy.
In this, people should be grateful we're even bothering to get out of bed. Honestly, some days. But I'll start us off, and I'll say I did something yesterday that I've been wanting to do for a while, and I just never got around to doing. And that was I applied for a voice acting role. If we want to link back to voice acting,
Ooh.
so I decided to be cheeky and apply for a voice acting role. I thought about it over the years, and I never did. And I was like, fuck it, I'll give it a go. It probably won't come to anything. I'm just proud that I actually did it. I actually put the effort into do it. So I'm gonna pat myself on the back for that.
Very good pats.
Thank you. What about you, Lux? What have you been up to?
I filed my tax return.
Yes! You're not a criminal!
I'm not a criminal.
Also, that shit's really hard, isn't it? Like, really just...
It's okay. It's not actually that hard if you're from the UK. I think in the US it's hard because you have to do all the math yourself.
Yeah.
But for me, it was the government sent me a letter and were like, "We owe you this much money,"
and you were like, ooh!
And I was like, "Thank God," because I just bought the Frankenstein Monster High anniversary doll. So like, the bank's looking a bit tight right now because I nearly did dolls as my hyperfixation. You know my history.
Yeah, I
with
still
dolls.
need to make you a custom Monster High doll. Don't let me forget. Yes, I think I still have the model somewhere, but if I don't, I will get another one because you can buy them cheap off eBay. But that is still on my list of things to do for you. I'm actually going to sell... Do you remember that big green one I had? With the horns?
I can't remember off the top of my head. Honestly.
I'll find him, but he was... I
remember the ball-jointed dolls you had with interchangeable body parts.
Everyone brings up my doll with the multiple dicks. He came with them. I didn't know, but I think I'm gonna sell the last of my ball jointed dolls because obviously I'll be moving to like a much smaller space and I'm having to really condense down. So I haven't done anything with him. I've not dolled them up. I haven't made them any clothes. So I think I'm gonna stick to just the things I'm attached to. But no, dolls is a good one. Dolls is a good one because we always welcome guests back on for more rounds. So. Don't be afraid to be like, I want back on, bitch.
I am a bottomless well.
Yeah, we might start farming you. Anna was like, we need to organize guests. And I'm like, Anna, we have... And she's like, no, they've been on before. And I'm like, doesn't matter. We'll just pick their little brain. They have so much condensed inside of them. Because, we have so many people have so many things. Like, Sam has so many things. Cedar's is going to come on again. He has so many things. You have so many things. I'm trying to convince Dandy to come on, but they're like, I don't know what I'd talk about. And I'm like, I don't know, all the things you like Magic the Gathering. I don't know shit about that.
Oh my God.
You can talk about that. But, no, we love to do loads of things, and it's been lovely having you on today, Lux, and I'm gonna round us off here. Well done for doing your taxes. Well done. Thank you to the government for giving you back the money that they owed you. That they stole.
It's very nice. It's very nice for the taxman to give money as opposed to take it for once.
Yes, exactly. Thank you, Mr. Taxman. But I now get to do the rounding off as well. It's very fun to do Anna's bit at the start, but I'm back in my home territory. Thank you so much for listening. That's all we have for today, but it is far from all we have to say. Next week, who knows, maybe we'll talk about your hyperfixation. Tune in to find out. Bye! You can say bye, Lux.
Bye!